Dr. Stephen Thomas. I'm primarily the cello professor at the University of Florida, and I do other things, including running the cello ensemble, which goes by the name Cellorando. A cello ensemble is basically a group of anything from 2 to the biggest I've seen is 100 cellos playing together, with or without a conductor, and playing a whole variety of musical styles. Cellorando has been around now for, 2.5 years, which is as long as I've been here. As soon as I got here, we created this. The group is made up basically of everybody who's taking lessons in the cello studio, and it's actually a requirement to be in the cello ensemble, but it's actually so much fun that I don't think anybody thinks of it as a requirement. And then there are some other people. There are other people who are not in studio but that are in orchestra. They're also part of the group. And then there are just people from the outside. Generally, if there's somebody I don't know, which means they're not in the studio or I haven't heard their orchestra audition, I ask them to play for me. And it takes about 2 minutes. It's really very straightforward. And if they're not ready, I'll tell them, spend a little bit of time getting it together, take some lessons, maybe do something, and come back in 6 months or something. Now that's a great question. For the student involved, they get to hear the possibilities of the cello in a way that they never would playing by themselves. The cello has the widest range of any instrument other than the piano and the organ. If you go from the lowest note on the cello to the highest note ever written for the instrument, it actually is a greater range than any of these others. But most cellists in one individual piece, or even through a 4-year career as an undergraduate, will not actually go through the full range. Now, when you're putting music together for a cello ensemble, for it to work, you do need that full sort of choral range, which goes from the very bottom to the very top. And so, whether you're actually playing one of the extreme voices or not, you actually get to experience that sound, and that will inspire you for stuff that you'll do in the future. Also, when you're playing by yourself, obviously the cello is a great instrument with a great tone and all of that. But you don't get the full dynamic range until you put lots of them together. And that is an inspiration also to the individual student to see what really can be done with the instrument. And I really firmly believe that when you've heard something that's played by 16 cellos, when you then want to play by yourself, you've got that sound, that full range of sound that's available. And so, educationally, that's great. Now,
and I am a third-year physics and music composition double major. My role in Cellorando, well, I'm treasurer officially, but we don't have any money really. Or actually, we do have money, so I kind of take care of that. But I guess I'm sort of like a moral leader too. Like I'm like, yeah, let's go, guys. And I'm also kind of like the composer in residence because I compose a lot of the music Cellorando plays. But I think I'm the most played composer. Actually, Chico might be, but I'm number 2. So, whatever that means. I'm in cello studio, and I love cello ensemble music, and I came to UF having already written some cello ensemble music, so it just made perfect sense. Like, I come here, and I write cello ensemble music, and then I come here, and thus begins the cello ensemble, so of course I enjoyed it. 7th grade, I joined my middle school orchestra in 6th grade, and that's when I started playing cello. And then in 7th grade, I decided that I didn't like any of the music we were playing. I thought it was really crappy, and that I could write better music. So I decided to become a composer and just to write better music. I guess it's some sort of like megalomaniac tendency in me that I must be the best wherever I am. And so I started writing music, and that coupled with like going like FSU summer music camps and stuff, really, where I would bring scores and show them to like conductors, and they would be like, oh, you know, you can't do this, or like, this is good, and just working on it in spite of a lot of things, like encouraged me to do more, and now I kind of do it really seriously. So I don't know. I'm planning on applying for this scholarship that will send me to Europe for a year to get a master's degree in composition. And if that falls through, I'm not quite sure what I'll do. Hopefully, because I'm planning to get a PhD in physics, hopefully wherever I go to do that, I will be able to study music as well. And if not, I'll just keep writing music and hoping like to get published or performed, and we'll just see what happens.
President of Cellorando, and for that we meet with Dr. Thomas and discuss things that we have problems with. Or Dr. Thomas is the cello professor here, and he runs the rehearsals. And so if we have problems or hear complaints from the group, we will talk to him about it. We also set up tours, quote unquote tours, that like we went to Sarasota, and we set up going down to Sarasota and playing for high schools, or we play concerts in Denellen, and we help set those up with Dr. Thomas. I chose to join because I'm a cellist. I'm a cello major. That's what I do, and it's a group of all cellos. And really, I kind of chose the name for it because it was formed when my freshman year. So I came up with the name of Cellorando. It has the word cello in it. Lame, I know. So we're Cellorando, and Cellorando means to speed up music language. We're not music majors. But so yeah, it's fun. We're kind of like a family. We have rehearsal at least once a week for an hour on Thursdays. And then right before the concert, we have multiple longer rehearsals of like 2 to 3 hours. And we have everyone that can make it. Usually it's everybody that's in the group get together, and we run through the pieces and we rehearse hardcore and make sure it's